If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Logic will get you from A to Z, imagination will get you everywhere. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Never memorize something that you can look up. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. You never fail until you stop trying. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. It is not that I'm so smart, but I stay with the questions much longer. Creativity is intelligence, having fun. Black holes are where God divided by zero. Everything must be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I or are the others crazy? Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Time is an illusion. I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be. Love is a better master than duty. Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. I never made one of my discoveries through the process of rational thinking. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Nothing happens until something moves. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist and right. Out of clutter, find simplicity. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Imagination is the highest form of research. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. What a sad era, when it is easier to smash an atom than a prejudice. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Dr. Einstein: yes, but this year, the answers are different. A true genius admits that he or she knows nothing. You cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for war. If at first the idea is not absurd, then there is no hope for it. The only real valuable thing is intuition. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. The tragedy of life is what dies inside a man while he lives. When the solution is simple, God is answering. A person starts to live when he can live outside himself. I want to know God's thoughts, the rest are mere details. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Information is not knowledge. If I were to remain silent, I'd be guilty of complicity. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Play is the highest form of research. God is subtle. but he is not malicious. Dancers are the athletes of God. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. A foolish faith in authority is the worst enemy of truth. 3 great forces rule the world: stupidity, fear and greed. The only source of knowledge is experience. An empty stomach is not a good political advisor. I see my life in terms of music. I thought of that while riding my bicycle. It is harder to crack prejudice than an atom. Force always attracts men of low morality. Learning is experience. Everything else is just information. The human spirit must prevail over technology. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Our separation from each other is an optical illusion. Older men start wars, but younger men fight them. Truth is what stands the test of experience. Adversity introduces a man to himself. Failing isn't bad when you learn what not to do.